Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today we talk about the Qatar Grand Prix for just Formula 1. But before we get into that, let's first talk about Formula 1 at COTA. However, Formula 1 would not be the only series going to COTA. But let's first start off with F1. Practice and qualifying. So that'll be on October 20th, and this is where we also have another sprint race. Practice 1 will start at 12:30 to 1:30, qualifying will start at 4:30 to 5. No, not 4:30, 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. The sprint shootout and the sprint shootout both of them will be on October 21st. Sprint shootout outside at 12:30 to 1:14, very specific, but okay. And the sprint outside at 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And the race on October 22nd, that'll start at 2 o'clock. So relatively early, but not as early though as for the first time the F1 Academy. We're going to be talking about the F1 Academy at COTA for the finale actually of this championship. Here's the issue though, we don't know what times are going to be there. I think the times might be already been announced, but obviously on the website of F1 Academy, nothing. So all I know is that there'll be 2 practice sessions on Friday and 2 qualifying sessions as well on Friday as well. Race 1, Race 2, that'll be on a Saturday, and Race 3 will be on a Sunday. This will be on TV, so you can watch it for the first time, considering that just like I said, it'll be the first time that the F1 Academy will be on TV and live. It is also as well the final race as well of the F1 Academy. If you don't know what the F1 Academy is, it's basically an all-female motorsport or discipline that encourages young females who wants to be racers and want to compete up in the top echelon of F1. This is basically a starting block, we'll say. So it's basically similar to what the W Series was. So let's now have a look at the Qatar Grand Prix results. Let's first talk about the sprint race. It was not won by Max Verstappen, even though yes, Verstappen, obviously, yes, he won the championship. But it was Oscar Piastri who gets his... I don't know, is he an F1 race winner? I don't know, I still don't know how this works, but he is a winner in F1, which is pretty cool. Then we have Max Verstappen, Lando Norris round out the podium. Then George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, Alexander Albon, Fernando Alonso round out the top 8 at the points. Pierre Gasly and Valtteri Bottas rounds out the top 10. Then we have Yuki Tsunoda, Charles Leclerc, Kevin Magnussen, Zhou Guanyu, Lance Stroll, who pushed his trainer, I'm pretty sure, like after his exit in qualifying. Then a couple of DNFs, Nico Hulkenberg, Esteban Ocon, Sergio Perez, Logan Sargent, and Liam Lawson. Hulkenberg, Ocon, and Perez, they all collided together. Sargent, I'm guessing, just ran out of tail and spun out, and then Lawson also spun out as well. Now these are the retirements, so all of them includes accidents. Last lap went to Max Verstappen. And if we also look as well only at the sprint penalties, it's quite a lot of them. Holy shit. There's a lot. Okay. So sprint, Lance Stroll leaving the track multiple times, and Charles Leclerc as well leaving the track multiple times, facing time penalties for both, and no further actions for Perez, Hulkenberg, and Ocon regarding that incident. So let's now have a look at the main race, and yeah, it was won by Max Verstappen. I'm not really surprised about that, huh? In the second place, we have Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, then George Russell, Charles Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Esteban Ocon, Valtteri Bottas, Zhou Guanyu, and Sergio Perez round out the top 10. Then Lance Stroll, Pierre Gasly, Alexander Albon, Kevin Magnussen, Yuki Tsunoda, Nico Hulkenberg, Liam Lawson. Then the 3 DNFs, or I should say 2 DNFs, I should say, Logan Sargent and Lewis Hamilton. And Carlos Sainz did not start this race. Now, it's worth mentioning as well that each driver is limited to only 18 laps per century to tire degradation. So we had like 4 stoppers, 5 stoppers even from Russell, especially because of his incident with Hamilton. I'm pretty sure coming to turn 1, I think. I don't know what lap it was actually, but it was actually the first lap. First lap, Hamilton, Russell, both of them collide onto turn 1. It kind of reminded me a lot of the British Grand Prix in 2021, where Hamilton and Verstappen, they collided in lap 1. Not in the first corner, but still collided. It kind of looked like that. I mean, like Tyre went up, went flying to Narnia. It kind of looked like it. And then for Logan Sargent, the reason why he retired, I'm pretty sure it was because he felt a bit sick. I think he vomited quite a bit. Ocon, I'm pretty sure, also vomited. And I think according to Norris, or I think it was Norris, where like a couple, like three drivers, pretty sure, like fainted in the medical center. So pretty hot, I can imagine. But this race was largely controversial because of the tire decks. The degradation was horrible. The sand was horrible. There was like these curves that was like triangular kind of, and it was killing the tires. It was horrible. So I don't know if it was a good idea for F1 to sign, what was it, like a 5-year deal starting this year for Qatar. But okay, I mean it is mainly a MotoGP track, so but F1, if they want to cause people to crash and die, then it's their issue, I guess. Obviously, like I mentioned, there's retirements. Fastest lap went to Max Verstappen. Driver of the day went to Oscar Piastri by a pretty long shot. And for the race, it was quite low of him. So, Hulkenberg, incorrect starting location, 10-second time penalty. Sergio Perez, for leaving the track multiple times, 5-second time penalties for both. Lance Stroll leaving the track multiple times, 5-second time penalty. Fernando Alonso leaving the track and rejoining unsafely, reprimand. Pierre Gasly leaving the track multiple times, 5-second time penalties for both. As an Albon leaving the track multiple times, both 5-second time penalties for each. Lance Stroll leaving the track multiple times for the second time, 5-second time penalty. Pierre Gasly and Sergio Perez leaving the track multiple times for the third time, 5-second time penalty. Lewis Hamilton causing a collision, no further action. Crossing the live track to return to the pit lane for Lewis Hamilton. Reprimand, and the driver is fined 50,000 euros, which is 25,000 euros suspended. So, quite a lot of penalties, we'll say, in this race. And also, I should say as well, Sergio Perez, during the Grand Prix, I'm pretty sure before the race, changes made during Parc Ferme. The driver is required to start from the race from the pit lane. So quite a lot of stuff here regarding penalties. For the driver's standings, and yes, Max Verstappen is officially champion of the world. And then we have Sergio Perez, Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Carlos Sainz, Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, George Russell, Oscar Piastri, and Lance Stroll round out the top 10. Then Pierre Gasly, Esteban Ocon, Alexander Albon, Valtteri Bottas moves up one spot over Nico Hulkenberg, Zhou Guanyu, Yuki Tsunoda, Kevin Magnussen, Liam Lawson, Logan Sargent. And the drivers you can't see, 21st to 22nd, is Nick de Vries and Daniel Ricciardo. Constructors, Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, Aston Martin, McLaren, Alpine, Williams, Alfa Romeo moves up one spot over Haas, then AlphaTauri down in last place. So just a reminder that next week's scheduled race is COTA. Not just for F1, but also for the final race of the F1 Academy, which will be very, very exciting. First time I will be covering the F1 Academy in next week's race for F1. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.